Oh, hey. What are you doing? Of course you can join me. In fact, you've just caught me. I've just taken in a delivery. Yes, I've been looking forward to these arriving. Shall I show them to you? I'm quite excited. Yeah, just sit yourself in the corner. Make yourself comfortable. Yeah, it's not as nice today, the weather, so if you are feeling a little bit chilly, yeah, there's a little throw there, you can pop that on. Yeah, by all means. Yeah. I think the sun's going to try and fight its way out later on, though. And certainly in the next couple of days they're forecasting some really warm weather, which would be lovely for this time of the year to have a bit more of summer. Well, this week I did go out on Wednesday, I think it was. Yes, I did, yes. I went and enjoyed with my daughter and my grandson the Paddington Bear experience in London. Oh, it was lovely, very nostalgic, and same, I guess, families. But there were couples there, and well, what's not to like about Paddington Bear? You went in and you went on like a virtual train that took you to Windsor Avenue, where Paddington Bear lives, and then you were meted by Mrs. Brown, and then you get taken through the rooms of his house, and there's tasks to do, and we also went through Peru to find some oranges to make the marmalade, and you kind of wind round. And did we see Paddington Bear? We did see Paddington Bear, yes, and we got some nice photos, so all in all a lovely day out. Yes, you should, yes. Well, you know how much I like nostalgia. Yeah, well, that's why I like these. I've actually got quite a lot of these that have come. They're actually, oh my goodness, quite heavy. Can you see from there? But there's about 4 or 5 here, but I think there's about 12 in the box next to me here. And they're all about 1 centimetre in thickness, but full. I'm just so excited about going through them, full of nostalgia. I think they're numbered from 1 to 12. I've got something like that, and there's also some scrapbook copies, which will work nicely with the journaling and scrapbooking that we enjoy, with our paper and our stickers. Yeah. Let's just bring this around. Can you see that okay from where you're sitting? Yeah. This is number 1, and I don't know what it is about nostalgia. I like looking towards the future. I agree. But there's something quite sweet or poignant, sometimes emotional. Saying about emotions, I said to you, didn't I, that I lost my father at the beginning of the year. And oh goodness me, grief is a funny thing. Well, not a funny thing, but I saw something or heard something the other day that I thought was very fitting, and it was a shipwrecked poem, and it was saying about grief when it first happens. It's a bit like being in a shipwreck and having all this shipwreck around you, so much of it, and you're clinging on to one thing, and it might be, in that sense, a moment or a memory or a person that's also shipwrecked, and you're being pounded by these 100-foot waves constantly. But as time goes on, you will always find a bit of shipwreck to hold on to, and again, it might be triggered by a moment, a memory, a photo. And for me, in fact, the other day when I was in London, I had lots of memories, and I found it quite emotional. And the difference is you're holding on to these pieces of shipwreck, but the waves over time just perhaps come a bit smaller and less frequently. But the thing is that they never stop coming, the waves, and the shipwreck will always be there. And the more you love, the more shipwreck you will always have around you. But there's always something to hold on to, and the waves won't ever stop, but it's, you know, it's comforting to know that that's how it's supposed to be, but that the waves just get smaller and less frequent. But I am nostalgic. I digress. The nostalgia in here. I'm not sure how old, I don't think they're particularly old, they're about 12, 13 years old. But it covers street parties and real homes and salvage hunting and 1940s style Victorian files and all sorts. I've got a whole lot here. I tell you what, why don't I make us a nice cup of tea and we'll just take a closer look at them together? Would you like that? Okay, I'll do that then. There we are. I'll put up a cushion next to you. I'll just pop your drink over there. Yeah, a lemony one you went for in the end, didn't you? Smells delicious, yes. I'll pop it there for you. Okay. They're lovely, aren't they? As I say, I think I've got about 12 at the moment, but it'd be nice, yeah, to get a few more. So let's just take a little look through. Of course you can read them, or use them for whatever you want. Yes, my pleasure. Oh, I love these antiquities and these old drawers. Pigeonhole from a solicitor's office. We're going to have so many inspiring articles. If I pop them there, then you can have another look at them again in a moment. This one, look at that beautiful dresser. Oh, I love that sign. It's the Independent Vintage Lifestyle magazine, celebrating everything that's brilliantly British. I don't know if it's still going and things. In this are autumnal third issue, nostalgic cycling, gramophones, British wool, vintage maps, handmade soap. I'll go through them in more detail individually, definitely. Let's just take a look, because I got them and I wasn't sure sure where number 2 is. It must be here somewhere. Ah, there's number 2. So we went for 1, 2. Look at that beautiful old piano. So how are you feeling anyway at the moment? Yeah. I know. But I'm always here for you. You know that, don't you? And I am. I'm always pleased that you join me for our little chats together. I'm glad they make you feel a bit better. That's good. This one. Got some robins on. Sweet making, steampunk, beach treasure, winter reefs, vintage baubles. I think possibly a little bit Christmassy, this one. Oh my goodness, we're going to have so much fun looking through this one as we go through the seasons. Oh wow. And I love just the feel of them. Feel that? It's nice. Sort of an eggshell finish to the front. I'll put that onto one side at the moment because that one's a bit different. And number 5. Happy Days from Vintage Ways. Dolls' houses. Vintage cameras. Dig for Victory. Collect jewellery. Secret streets. Oh, we're going to have so much fun going through these. Yes. Yeah, I've still got some of those Picture Goer magazines, the 50s film magazines to go through. Oh, you like those, do you? Yes, I do. It's always interesting to see and read the articles in those. Number 6, Happy Days from Vintage Ways. Look at that beautiful cups and saucers. Mismatched china. Yes, there's something charming about that, isn't there? Museums, hot cross buns. Language of flowers. British chocolatiers. Wonderful. Number... Oh, this one looks right up my street. Number 7. Special issue celebrating our paper anniversary. I think paper's 1 year old, isn't it? But yeah, I was hoping it was going to be all about paper. But maybe it will include things. The Art of Being Alone, secret supper clubs, second-hand books, make rose lemonade, vintage tea rooms, and A to Z clocks. I haven't started writing a new book just yet because I've only just released the beach read one, the 7 o'clock club. But I'd like in my next book that I'm writing to go back to my children's stories a little bit. Because as you know, I have my pen name and my other name. But now I've got a few ideas for some children's stories, just some short stories. So I think I'll start that when the time's right. I've got a few things to sort out with everything going on at the moment. Number 8. Oh, again, just the eggshell finish. It's lovely. Oh, that nail there. I caught it on a nail, ironically, when I was cleaning off the black board in our pub garden, and it cut me right the way through my nail and right down my finger, so this middle nail is shorter, and I wasn't sure I was more upset about cutting myself or losing my nail after I've tried so hard to grow them. Storytelling. Look at those cupcakes, edible flowers. Wonderful. That's number 8. Number 9, supposedly my lucky number. Oh, I love that. The old crates, and they're fantastic for using for next to beds or bookcases, or in this purpose just displays. But vintage toys, upcycled jam jars, traditional cider and book clubs. Wonderful. I just wish I had more time to actually go through them now individually. Number 10 is creative and sustainable living inspired by the past. British history, homes, food, fashion, crafts and communities. How wonderful. Mid-century home, storytelling winners, 50 festive gifts, 80s of puddings, again a vintage book club, 1950s cocktails, natural decorations. Oh my goodness. I've got some jars in my kitchen that I need to sort out perhaps later on. Yeah, I thought the sun was starting to come out, so I think if it does, I'm going to tidy up the garden a little bit. Yeah, so it's up to you if you'd like to help or not, or... Alright, that sounds nice. This one, yeah, it's number 11. Oh, it's lavender, lavender, lavender. White vinegar, oh, good for cleaning. Natural cleaners, yeah. Secret gardens, vintage beauty. That'll be interesting. Secret gardens. Have you ever walked past a garden square in London, hidden by trees and railings, and yearned to go in? There are a few in London, yeah. Oh, so pretty. Oh, so lovely. So that was number 11, and number 12. Fairy folklore, raw chocolate, board games. Oh God, why am I British? Vintage patterns. Springtime homes. Oh, look at little pussycat there. And I love an old suitcase for display purposes. Number 13, looking very nostalgic, almost like the Enid Blyton books, isn't it? The Secret 7 and Famous 5 and so on. 13. In our summertime issue, World War I postcards, seaside crafts, natural cosmetics, dancers and vinyl. I do love vinyl, and I have a few, but my dad had quite a lot, and it's one thing I'd like to go through all of it with his collection. Read to me. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now I've got some slightly different ones here. There's this one I've got here, again similar in that style. It says number 1, but we already had a number 1. So whether it was a different series. This was Toy Memories, parlour games, 17th century farmhouses, and vintage childhood teddies. Who doesn't love a teddy bear? Is that a Singer sewing machine? Let's just have a little look. Years and years ago, when I used to do a little bit of modelling and things, a lot of years ago, and I did actually do some hand modelling for a company to do with Singer sewing machines, and I think the storyline was basically that I made my own dress and went to the ball that evening. Oh, there, Singer sewing machine. Yes, well, that's many years ago, but some nice memories and some awkward ones, because I always suffered from anxiety and shyness, and going into that type of thing is not for the faint-hearted. So, but it was a chapter that I did, yeah. That's it. Life is full of chapters as we continue with our journey. And saying about that, look at that beautiful old car. This one is Celebrated British Endeavour. Oh, that's a special Goodwood edition. Oh my goodness. I don't know, my brother would like this. So they're all the ones that we've just gone through. Issue 1, issue 30. Aces High, Aria. Would enjoy to go through that. So, vintage cameras as well, and then the 1950s British cars. Wonderful. Now, what were the other last couple that we had here that was slightly different? Ah, this is the scrapbook one, the vintage scrapbook. Yeah, can you see? Taken from the British Nostalgic Picture Archive, Sunny Days. So I imagine that there's possibly other ones in the series that I can look out for, and it's a whole treasury of them. In the garden, the great outdoors, at the seaside, fashion, recipes and advice. But oh, look at these lovely pictures. Now, do we keep it all intact, or do we cut some of these out and use them for our scrapbook journaling that we enjoy? Yeah, pulling it underneath. But when we do our scrapbooking in our journal, yeah, this one's the newer one. But yeah, when we cut it out and stick it in along with, that's the one with the inspirational quotes on the pages, and wonderful stickers. Can you see? There's actually only a few in this one, hence the reason I have another one. But these ones are lovely, of the flower fairies. love stickers, don't we? Stickers and journals and paper. Pop those there. So, yeah, I'll go through it more, but yeah. Some lovely pictures and nostalgic adverts. A beautiful rose garden. Like the gardens in Highgrove. And then we've got a 2016, pretty nostalgic, a yearbook which is slightly thicker than the others. A passion for the past, making things last and putting people first. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. And goodness me, oh, wonderful. So it's broken into all the seasons, which is one that's autumn, summer, and yeah, that's summer. Look at the beautiful, beautiful drawings, and that would be spring then. Goodness me, well, it was lovely. Yeah, I'm so pleased that you decided to join me for a little while. Yeah, do you feel a bit better in yourself? Good. How's that lemon tea? I don't tend to have lemon tea or lemon and water very often. I prefer to have, I know it's going to sound funny, but if I'm having a cleansing tea or drink, it'd be apple cider vinegar and hot water to start my day and finish my day. If I remember to finish my day, because sometimes I forget that one. Two and number one there. Oh, lovely. Is that a knock on the door? I think I heard something. You stay there and I'll be right back soon.